From the prestigious Howard University in Washington, D.C. came a musical group named Shai, S-H-A-I, for the spelling of it. And Shai actually is Swahili for the personification of destiny. In 1990, Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity brothers Mark Gray, Carl Martin, and Darnell Van Rensselaer, who were, all three of these frat brothers were part of a 5-member group, a quintet actually, until the other 2 members quit. So now the 3 frat brothers was only a trio, but they wanted to be a quartet, so that's why they invited a fellow Howard University student named Garfield A. Bright to the group. And of course, he accepted the invitation to the group, and yeah, now they had their 4 members and they were ready to make moves. According to member Mark Gray, none of them at that point had any professional singing experience, so they basically used to sing and perform around the Howard University campus, basically for fun. They in and around the campus just basically for fun at that time. After winning a talent show at Howard University, though, they started to look at it as less fun. Well, it was still fun to them to sing and perform, but they started to take it more seriously after winning that talent show at Howard University. So it was not all about the fun anymore. It became more serious for them. So they traveled to the Big Apple, New York City, aggressively pursuing record deals. But unfortunately, they came up empty. There was no takers at the time of their talent, and they couldn't secure a record deal in New York City at that time. So they traveled back to Washington, D.C. Feeling a little defeated, member Carl Martin took a demo cassette tape of their single "If I Ever Fall in Love" to a local DJ in DC, and gave it to him. That DJ, that local Washington radio DJ name was Paco Lopez. Mr. Lopez loved the demo single, and he promoted the single, and he also played it on air. He promoted it on air, played it on air. In September of 1992, Shai signed a record deal with a small record label called Gasoline Alley Records, who fortunately had a distribution deal with a record company giant, MCA Records. A short time after signing their record deal, their debut album, "If I Ever Fall in Love," was released. The single of the same name, "If I Ever Fall in Love," was the first song released from the album, and it was a straight jam. A huge hit right out the box. Probably the most popular song from the group Shai in their whole music catalog. "If I Ever Fall in Love," the single. Yes, huge hit for this group, Shai. And it basically propelled the the album If I Ever Fall in Love to like double platinum, based mainly on that single of the same name, If I Ever Fall in Love. Besides the single If I Ever Fall in Love, the album did produce 2 other hit singles, Comforter and Baby I'm Yours. Shai was so hot at the time that they got a chance to hang out and perform at President Bill Clinton's 1993 inauguration. So yeah, Shai was rolling and they was hot at the time. So yeah. They also contributed a song, The Place Where You Belong, to the soundtrack of the movie Beverly Hills Cop 3. The song was called The Place Where You Belong. I'm sorry I mumbled that up, but yeah, The Place Where You Belong. That was by Shai, and they contributed that to the soundtrack of the movie Beverly Hills Cop 3. In 1995, they released a follow-up to their debut album called Blackface. Blackface enjoyed minimal success. It didn't enjoy great success that their debut album had, and like I said, it only had minimal success. They did have a single, Come With Me, that was a top 20 hit on that album though. After the Blackface album in 1995, original member Carl Martin decided to depart the group. He was replaced by Eric Willis. At that point, Shai continued to release albums and do tours and all types of stuff, and they released several albums after that. And with no hits really on them, and there was nothing really special about the albums. Nothing really resonated with the public. So yeah, they still was out there grinding though, and yeah, doing their thing. And like they really didn't have no hits on these albums, but they were still out there doing their thing, and like I said, touring and stuff. So, and they eventually had other original members leave as well, and they inserted members and did all types of stuff. So yeah, so basically, they had their run, as I would say. So, and their run was up. But yeah, what a great run it was. It might have been brief, but what a great run it was. And yeah, Shai. So the music group Shai. How can we forget? Thank you, Shai, for your contribution to the music world. We appreciate it. Yeah. Even though, no matter how brief it was, we appreciate it. And like I said, they did, after the 1995 Blackface album, they did release other albums, and they still toured and everything, but nothing really of success, of note. None of their albums was of note at that point. None of their music, none of it took hold to the public. So none of it definitely equaled the success of their prime years. And yeah, so the original members of Shai, in my opinion, would always be, get respect from me, because they were the tightest formation of the group. They were the originals, and they did their thing. And like I said, I thank them for their contributions to the music world, and especially with that awesome hit single, If I Ever Fall in Love. I still enjoy that song to this day. But with that said, I'm gonna end the video right here. Please feel free to like, share, comment on this video. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. After subscribing, please click that little notification bell in order to be notified of any new uploads from the channel. Thank you all for your support. I truly appreciate it. And with that, I am out on this one. And I'll see y'all in the next one, of course. Peace. One love. Stay safe.